Hey, what's going on everybody? Servo here. Welcome back to the channel. Today it's time to do our Reddit review. We're going to take a look at a couple of discussions and we're also going to talk about Storybook Vale, which actually launches in just 4 more days. Now, if you guys enjoy my content, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I should have a video / guide coming out tomorrow of things that you need to have done before Storybook Vale Part 2. So be sure to ring that bell to be notified of it. And yeah, let's jump right into it. Now, before we dive into this a little bit, just note there are going to be some spoilers for the ending of Part 1. So we're going to talk about what happened, and we're also going to talk about what's going to happen. So Part 2, The Unwritten Realms, that's the name of it. The Unwritten Realms is actually launching this Wednesday at normal reset time. And the description here reads, with the help of Maleficent, venture into a strange world beneath the Storybook Vale and solve the mysteries of the missing princess. So we know that Maleficent is going to be helping us throughout, and also shows, I mean, that's the main cover art here. We got Maleficent, we have our character, and we're on this search, this hunt for the missing princess. Now, as you guys know, Maleficent just magically disappeared during the ending of Part 1, which I still think the Lore Keeper is kind of not the best book on the bookshelf. I think she's got some, villainy tendencies to her, but I don't think she's like ultimately evil. There's not really any characters in Dreamlight Valley that is evil. I mean, obviously Scar and Mother Gothel has done terrible things, but in Dreamlight Valley, they haven't done anything that's like truly evil, that they can't like redeem themselves. So I think the Lore Keeper definitely knows some things that they're not sharing. I think they know where Princess Aurora is. Now, it did mention that the Unwritten Realms is underneath the Storybook Vale. So is it possible we're going to open this up right here and it's going to be like a staircase or something? I'm not sure. I don't know where else we would go that we're going to teleport to take us to these Unwritten Realms. Now, we can actually see the Unwritten Realms in the trailer. They ended up talking about it. And it looks just like any of the other trial areas, pretty much from like Mythopia. Now, this right here is the Unwritten Realms, or at least that's the way they worded it and we're talking about it. It's just a bunch of random furniture and it's set up like a lobby in a way. And then one thing like on the back wall, it says now serving. I can't remember if that was already there or not. But then we have Maleficent like waiting in line like at some HR department here. And we have this feather character that, I don't know. This is such a whimsical character that I don't even know where to begin with this. I do notice that there's a chest up here. And I'm wondering if this is like a fully new area or what's going on. But it seems like we're going like down under, like down under. And Maleficent is just trying to get some information and probably trying to get out of here. Maybe we have to go in there, help Maleficent, and then she's going to help us with Aurora. So I think we're going to have to go down under, save Maleficent, and then maybe she's going to save us. So it does look like we're going to get Maleficent in our valley first. Here she is. We're introducing her. Also, can we talk about her character model? I'm actually a huge fan of her character model, and I think she's going to be so amazing for upcoming Halloween Dream Snaps. I can't wait to see her animations, especially if she has does this little green flame effect. That's going to look so cool next to the cauldron. I want her headpiece. I want her whole outfit, honestly. And then Princess Aurora looks good. Her house is another cottage vibe, which they did pull like pretty much directly from the movie. So I am very happy that they're keeping it closely related. Her outfit looks good. I'm curious what her level like 10 friendship rewards are going to be. Are we going to get the half blue, half red, or half blue, half pink dress? And then there's tons of stuff, new puzzles and things like that coming to the game. Now, I do think that they're probably going to release a sneak peek or a reveal tomorrow because it is getting so close. And they haven't really revealed anything more than what we're seeing right here. So it is a possibility we'll have that. So I'll definitely make a video on that. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on Storybook Vale Part 2. I think it looks exciting and I'm really excited to do it. I will be live streaming when the update drops on this Wednesday. Now let's move on to Reddit, and I had to share this by Stardust because it's hilarious. Everyone on July 9th, don't worry, Aurora, we're coming back for you. It's got Patrick hanging out of the window. Oh man, literally, I think so many of us have not even been touching Storybook Vale. Not that it's a bad DLC, it's actually my favorite DLC. I love the map. It's just when you run out of things to do, all that's left over there is to decorate. But that changes today because we got to get back on the grind. We got to finish our quest. We got to get some resources, clean up Storybook Vale. We got a few days left. And yeah, we're making that race for Aurora for sure. All right, let's take a look at the next post. It says 12 hours. My husband started this game a few nights ago, but hadn't really had a chance to play until today. He woke up and started at 9 a.m. this morning, and it's now 8:41 p.m. and he's still on it. I'm fixing to kick him off to watch a movie with me. Oh man, that is, that was the life. I remember when Dreamlight Valley first came out, all I did after I got off work, I played Dreamlight Valley until way later than I should have. I mean, probably putting way past 12 hours in there. And I still play Dreamlight Valley a lot every single day, like a lot. But when you first get this game, there's just so much to explore. And also, it's kind of crazy because back then there was so much to do and it was so addicting. But imagine today, like you have so many characters, so many things to unlock. I mean, it's probably very overwhelming for a first timer, but it's definitely going to keep you invested for the long haul. I mean, Dreamlight Valley has pretty much taken over my life. Now, this is a great problem to have. I know it's a problem, but this is a great problem to have. If I had a girlfriend that played Dreamlight Valley, I would be out ring shopping. I mean, having your partner that just really enjoys what you enjoy as well is such an amazing thing. And honestly, sometimes it's really hard to find out there as well. But obviously, if you're neglecting responsibilities, that's not a good thing. I definitely understand that. But yeah, that is a great problem to have in my mind. All right, up next by Mac Bananas, we got, I thought this was a toilet. Oh my gosh, it's like last week it was the wings, the new sunflower outfit in the middle looking kind of creepy, and now this week our well skin is a toilet. Like, come on, I guess I could see it. You sit right here and then here is the toilet lid. But I still like this wishing well. But now that you put that in my head, that's probably all I'm gonna think about when I see this. Tons of upvotes, 668. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a toilet for a giant maybe, but it still looks cool. I still like the style of it, and I'm still gonna use it for sure. The comments are like, cannot unsee it. Now, I know, now that you pointed it out, it just doesn't help, especially with it like this truly does look like a lid, like a toilet seat, and this rounded right here. Gosh dang it, why? All right, moving on. We got Sukaru here that said, what quality of life updates do you wish for? Yeah, that's a good question because we have gotten so many quality of life updates lately that we're probably running out of things, or so you think, because most of the requested ones have been finally implemented, but I still have a whole list of things I would love added to the game. I want to hear what you guys would love added to the game. Let us know in the comment section below. Let's see what they said here though. We all love talking about our wishes for realms, biomes, and characters, but aside from that, what are you wishing for? My mom, for example, want to be able to disable the spawning of flowers, wood, etc. That's true. Being able to disable spawns per specific biomes would be a game changer. That way, if you just don't want wood spawning over in your, whatever, the beach, because you have a beautiful build and you don't want like anything to spawn over there, that would be great. Obviously, you could remove all the trees, but like the flowers, the shells, and everything like that, that would be pretty cool. They said being able to fill paths. I just want to make an outline and then fill this up. Yep. I have been saying this for the longest time. I would love to just create like an outline and then fill it in, or click and drag and kind of like when we resize the rooms. That would be nice too, to click in a corner of a biome and just highlight an area. Another thing I would love to do is to be able to move builds. So if I could click like right here and drag kind of like this, and it makes a square. So pretty much like resizing the rooms, click and drag. If I could pick this whole area up as one piece and then click it and place it somewhere else. Or if I could do it, even something smaller, maybe just something like this, that would be nice. Or even to be able to click and drag and say I want this build, but I want it facing the other way. If I could rotate it just like I would, a furniture piece, that would be great as well, besides just fully moving it. I'm going to make a separate video on this because I have a lot of features and a lot of things I would love for them to add. Now, they also said a way to use wall decor outside. I want to hang up pictures on the casita walls, for example. Yes, or like add torches and lamps and things like that on castle walls. I agree. Being able to move more than one item at a time. It's so tiring to move like 70 pieces of river just because you want to. Okay, well, that's the same thing I was just talking about. Yes, be able to move multiple things. But yeah, let us know in the comment section what you would love to have changed. All right, Rim Derp said weird beach spawning lines. Yeah, it's been doing this ever since like the game came out. Mine usually doesn't extend this far. It usually goes out to like about here. But there's something in the game's code that just will spawn things here. Sometimes it's a good thing, but then sometimes it definitely makes it look weird. You can decorate and put stuff there to prevent it from spawning like this. It's been going on 3 years that it's been doing this. And then the last post we're going to take a look at by puppet streamers, they said, from what we started with to what we have now. So here is the original cast of Dreamlight Valley. Honestly, it was a pretty generous amount of characters that they added when the game first came out. I mean, we had a lot, but if you look at how many we have now, it's kind of insane. Like to think that we were actually get a game that had like Jack Skellington and Sally in it, Timon and Pumbaa, you know, some side characters, being able to get them in here. We got Hades, which was a shock to me. You know, we actually have Flynn, Merida. I mean, I'm so happy we have such a large roster. And this roster is growing like every single update. Even throughout the rest of the year, we're going to have more characters. And eventually, there may be too many characters. But I'm excited to see who else is going to be added to the valley. And well, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. We should have lots of exciting content coming up soon, and I'll see you in the next one.